In this video, I'm going to be talking to Will Rush from Pixie about some recent changes and a little surprise about what might be coming up in the future for Pixie. I'm joined today by Will from Pixie. Welcome, Will.
Hello.
We've got a great relationship, obviously, with you guys, with supporting some of our events. And obviously, there was a strategic partnership program we've got going with you guys. And just wanted an opportunity to have a conversation because I believe you've got some exciting changes that have happened recently with the software.
Yep.
And just wanted to share that with our community. So I guess the first question is what's going on? What's happening? What's changed?
Yeah, well, a lot, to be honest. And thanks for the introduction. And yeah, we've been working with the Accountants Mastermind for a while and get some real great benefit from your membership. So I really appreciate that. So Pixie has changed a lot over the last couple of months. Well, for us, it's been about a year's worth of work. But yeah, over the last couple of months, we've kind of gradually launched the new version of Pixie. So it's a whole new platform built from the ground up. We've still got the Pixie Classic that everybody or people might be using at the moment. But with the new version, the reason that we've chosen to build a whole new platform is that we listen to everyone's feedback, right? So we have a really great system within Pixie where people can upvote and add suggestions into our roadmap. We looked at that roadmap and thought, well, how can we best service our customers at the moment? And the best way that we could do it was to build a whole new platform from the ground up, right? So of the sort of top 10 requested features, I think we've hit 8 or 9 of those with the new platform. So really just listening to feedback from customers and building a platform that's perfect for the accounting and bookkeeping world.
Brilliant. Yeah. And so from our perspective, one of the things that obviously there's lots of other practice management software in the market, and it's a busy area, I guess, in the accountancy world. But
yeah,
one of the things that people always talk about is what's your suggestion? How would you improve the system? But what I think is great about what you guys do is that you're actually listening. And you're implementing the stuff that people want as opposed to the stuff that you want. What sort of things at the moment have you worked on, and what's the biggest bang for the buck and changes?
So I think there's two kind of real core features that we've brought into the new product that were really highly requested. The first one being Kanban views, so be able to look at what you've got work coming up over the next week, over the next quarter, over the next year, however long you want to go out, but also then being able to filter that on a per service level. So you can jump into the product, see a nice picture of what you've got coming up each week, what clients you're working on, and what services that you're providing with the deadline dates in there as well. So gives you that nice oversight of what you're doing. And the other one being the reporting functionality. So being able to see profitability reporting based on budgets against the time spent or the amount of time consumed on that client. But not just on clients, on services and on individual team members as well. So if you've got X amount of team members, you can see how effective they're being with the work that they're completing for clients. So that gives you a real good opportunity to either upskill people, maybe buddy people up if you've got someone that's doing really well, and you can help them to help coach another team member to get them up to speed on what they should be doing, but also allowing you to see, oh, maybe I should be charging a little bit more for that service, because we're regularly going over it, right? We're regularly going over our time budget. Well, let's increase our fees on that service because we know that it's not profitable for us. Or if you've got clients that aren't profitable, you can either kick them out the door or give them some additional fees, right? Or charge them a little bit more.
Absolutely, have a conversation with us about increasing the fees.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, so just with regards to the dashboard, as it were, is that so? That's individual. From what I understand, that's individual, but also there is a holistic view for the owner of the practice as well, or a manager of the department, so they could be able to get stats and stuff off of that. Is that right?
So one of the other features that we've brought into the new product is really granular user permissions. So being able to grant different people access to different elements of Pixie. So if you're a business owner or a practice owner, you might not want all your team members to see that profitability report on the users or the team members. It might just be an overview for you as a practice owner. But yes, you'd be able to then filter those views to say, show me my team or whoever it might be to give you a nice oversight. We've also got things like engagement reports where you can see number of emails responded to and the average response time to those emails, things like that as well built into the product. So
yes,
I overview.
I remember the email one because that was a conversation I'd had with Celso, ironically enough,
a
while ago about some stuff that people have talked to us about. So if people are running things like KPIs, I guess that dashboard is going to be really useful to be able to bring that information out and add it to their own 100%. KPIs.
100%. You can obviously you'll have your own they'll have their own KPIs in the business, but they can use what we've got in Pixie. It might marry up with what they're tracking already and just give them an easier way to be able to view that rather than bringing it into a spreadsheet and populating the numbers. But also then you can add some additional KPIs in there to give you a bit more of an efficient or effective practice as well. Make sure that you're billing what you should be billing, spending the time on what you should be spending the time on, and making sure that your clients are getting the service that you want to provide to them, right?
Yeah, brilliant. And I remember Jack saying to somebody at one of our events recently about how quickly you can onboard and things like that. So is there a big time scale of moving somebody over from the old existing customers? What sort of impact is that having?
Yeah, so I think, as I said, we launched the new product a month or so ago, 6 weeks ago. Accountex we kind of started unveiling it at the end of that month. We started onboarding customers. For new customers at the moment, we're just onboarding new customers into the platform. We want to kind of make sure that everything is there's feature parity between the old platform and the new platform. So when we do migrate existing customers across, it's seamless and they can come across really easily. But time frame wise, we're looking at around September to look at migrating existing customers onto the new platform, and that gives us a bit of time to make sure that we've got everything in place so it's nice and easy for you to migrate across. And that process, we want to make that as hands-free as possible for the accountants that are using the platform, and it's kind of one day they're on the Pixie Classic and they move across into the new version of Pixie, and it's all seamless for them.
Presumably you've had some obviously existing customers on the trial. So if there was anybody, and we like to ask a difficult question sometimes, if there was anybody that was really desperate for perhaps one of the new features, is that something they can have a conversation with you about?
Yeah, we have had a few clients that have suggested that they'd like to move over sooner. Just need to be really transparent with the product. It would be a manual process to migrate you across at the moment. We haven't got that kind of migration process detailed out yet, so it wouldn't be automated. So it would be a case of moving your clients across manually, moving your workflows across manually. So it will take a little bit more time if you did want to move over sooner, but we're open to getting as many people on it as possible. The more people we have on it, the more feedback we can get. And again, we can just listen to you guys like we did with Pixie Classic. We want to listen to you guys with the new version as well to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make it as effective as possible.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I think it's really useful because that's one of the things that we certainly enjoy working with you guys, because the stuff you do, obviously from our perspective, it is transparent, and it is. So the bonuses for us are people know exactly what's going on, and also they're getting a product that they want. So that's obviously one of the massive benefits to us and our community. Excellent. And one last difficult question from me that, again, I'm sure people are more than happy for you not to answer. Is there anything exciting you can share with us at the moment that might be coming up?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I can have a quick conversation. I think the main thing, I think you're probably hinting at the AI functionality, right? Maybe that we discussed and showed a few people at Accountancy. So to give you some background and context, our CTO has a background in AI, hence why we're really looking at it, and we think it's going to be the next big thing in the accounting space, which I think most people do anyway. But for us, we wanted to go above the kind of generative AI where it's just going to read your inbox or generate a reply for you and that side of things. What we're looking at doing is building an AI agent within the platform, or even to sit separately with the platform. So you may be able to use it even if you don't use Pixie, to have something that's actually going to go out and perform tasks for you and give you the whole kind of customer service journey. So if someone emails in requesting a P60 or a payslip or whatever, the AI will pick up that message, go and find that information in whatever platform it needs to go into that we're building integrations with, or whether it's in Pixie, surface that information, give you an email response and say, hey, John's asked this question. What do you want to do with it? Here's an email response. This is what I think the answer is. Do you want to send it? Do you want to create a task from it? So one of the key things that we want to focus on is we're always going to have that human intervention in there. So it's not going to be where the AI is just going to respond for you, but it will be able to respond in your tone of voice because it will read your inbox in Pixie and know how you write emails, etc. So it'll help you to hopefully not have to edit too much and work really effectively in that way. So helping them accountants be more effective, right? Service more clients, give them a better service, provide more services, charge more.
Absolutely, and there's massive time savings in there that they can allow them to do other stuff. No, brilliant. Well, thank you very much. As I say, we love, obviously, at the Accounts Mastermind, we love working with you guys at Pixie. So I really appreciate that, and thank you for letting us know what's coming up next. I guess given that you are over in Dallas at the moment, it's probably right that I say have a great day, even though ours is almost finished here. But yeah, so been great to talk to you, and I'll look forward to speaking to you again soon.
Thanks, Mark. All the best.
Cheers.